Hello, in this video, let's talk about the political systems. A country in the world that can be divided into federations and unitary states. A federation is a political entity characterized by a union of partially self-governing provinces, states, or other regions under a central federal government. And it's like Canada, United States, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina. In Europe, only Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Russia. In India, Malaysia, Australia. The Unitary States. A unitary state is a state governed as a single entity in which the central government is ultimately supreme. The other forms are like in France, United Kingdom, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Poland, Northern Europe, as well as most Asian countries, Japan, South Korea. Here, that is Democracy Index by the Economist Intelligence Unit. From green to red, divided into full democracies, flawed democracies, hybrid regimes, and authoritarian regimes. And here are the different economic systems like capitalism, communism, distributism, feudalism, socialism, statelism, welfare state. And here the forms government, presidential republic. A presidential system is a democratic and republican government in which a head of government leads an executive branch that is separate from the legislative branch. Like in United States, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Indonesia, Philippines, South Korea, and semi-presidential republicans or dual executive system is a system of government in which a president exists alongside a prime minister and a cabinet, with the latter being responsible to the legislature of the state, like in France. And parliamentary republic or parliamentary democracy is a system of democratic governments of a state where the executive derives its democratic legitimacy from its ability to command the confidence of the legislature. Typical in India, in Germany, and in most European countries like Germany. And parliamentary constitutional monarchies is a form of monarchy in which the sovereign exercises authority in accordance with the written or unwritten constitutional. Constitutional monarchy differs from absolute monarchy in that constitutional monarchies are bound to exercise their powers and authorities. Like in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Spain, and Northern Europe countries, except Finland. And the constitutional monarchies, which have a separate head of government, but where the royalty still holds significant executive and or legislative power. Example like in Morocco, the absolute monarchies is a form of monarchy in which the monarch holds supreme authority, principally not being restricted by written laws, legislature, or customs, like in Saudi Arabia and UAE. And the one-party state, single-party state, one-party system, single-party system, then like in China. And in some countries, they have only one legislative agencies, like in Asia, South Africa, Republic of China, Taiwan, and some European countries like Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and other countries, they have two legislative agencies, Senate and Congress or Parliament, upper house and lower house, like in the United States. And in European countries like Germany, Netherlands, France, Poland, Czech Republic, and some countries, the most European countries share the multi-party systems. Like in Germany, they have Christian Democratic Union, the Social Democratic Party Germany, and the Green Party, the left side, and the Alternative Party for Germany, and some other parties. And like in the United States, there are two-party systems, the Democratic and the Republicans. And in Singapore, there's one party at large, and very few in China and Vietnam. It's only one-party systems. And now let's take a look at the different voting systems. The voting systems. Here are the different voting systems. Plurality system, first past the post voting. In the first past the post electoral system, voters cast their vote for a candidate or their choice, and the candidate who receives the most votes wins. In short, is FPTP. It's used in United Kingdom, India, Malaysia, and the majority systems, like two-round systems, like this. The first round, they have many candidates, and then they choose top two. In the second round, the top two has to choose who win the over 50% as the absolute winner. Like in France, the presidential election and as well as the assembly elections. And instant runoff voting is a type of ranked preferential voting method used in single-seat elections with more than two candidates. Instead of indicating support for only one candidate, voters in instant runoff voting elections can rank the candidates in order of preference. And the plurality at large voting or multiple non-transfer vote, also known as plurality at large voting or block vote, in short is MNTV, is non-proportional voting system for electing several representatives from a single multi-member electoral district using a series of checkboxes and tiling votes similar to a plurality election. And then is a general ticket. General ticket representation is a voting system comparable to block voting, except for the fact that voters elect parties, not candidates. And in semi-proportional system, single non-transferable vote, or SNTV, is an electoral system used in multi-member constituency elections. It is a generalization of first past the post applied to multi-member constituencies, like in Ireland. And the cumulative voting is the multiple winner cardinal voting method intended to promote more proportional representation than winner take all elections. And in binomial system is a voting system that was used in the legislative elections of Chile between 1989 and 2013. From a voting system point of view, it is multiple winner method of proportional representation with open lists where winning candidates are chosen through the Dong method. In proportional system like party list proportional representation, systems are a family of voting systems emphasizing proportional representation in elections in which multiple candidates are elected through allocations onto an electoral list. They can also be used as part of mixed addition. And single transferable voting. The single transferable voting STV is a voting system designed to achieve or closely approach proportional representation through the use of multiple member constituencies and each voter casting a single ballot on which candidates are ranked. In mixed systems like a majority bond system, MBS is a form of semi-proportional representation used in some European countries. Like its feature is a majority bonds which gives extra seats or representation in an elected body to the party or to the joint parties with the most votes with the aim of profit government. In the mixed member proportional representation MMP is a mixed electoral system in which voters get two votes, one to decide the representative of their single seat constituency, and one for a political party. Seats in the legislature are filled firstly by the successful constituency candidates, like in Germany. Parallel voting describes a mixed electoral system where voters in effect participate in two separate elections for a single chamber using different systems, and where the results in one election have little or no impact on the results of the other. Now let's take each one. First past the post. Let's take a look at this. It's used in Canada, United States, United Kingdom, India, and Malaysia, in Kenya. It is a list of countries which use single the first past the post. Let's take in two-round systems like this. Examples. And like in France, let's take in I'm sorry, just wait a minute, wait a moment. Let's take the 2019 United Kingdom general election, for example, as an example. First past the post in the lower house of the United Kingdom, it has 650 seats. So it divided the whole United Kingdom into 650 electoral districts or constituencies. It's Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and England. This is London. The results summary. It is Conservative Party. They got 365 members, but only have 43.6% of total vote. Full results. Candidates total here. Vote share, percent, and the seats. Parliamentary vote share of seats. Parliamentary seats. Out. So, and the two-round systems. In two-round system, let's take a 2017 French presidential election as an example. The first round, second round. This is the result of the second round. First round debates, the electoral rate. Second round, the opinion rolls. And the results is the first round. The Macron and Le Pen and others. In the first round, Macron got about 24%. And in the second round, he got 66%. And now let's take the instant runoff voting systems. Election procedure. The count voters' first choices. Does a candidate have a majority? When yes, the winner found. When no, eliminate last place candidate and dispute eliminated candidates' ballots. Then let's take a look at plurality at large. It's also called multiple non-transferable. The usage, like Brazil, for federal Senate elections, and then the general ticket. Like in the most is single non-transferable, yeah. So voting example, the 3 seats are to be filled among 5 candidates, filled by 3 parties. Here, the votes, the candidate party, when they are the winner candidates, but counting the votes by party gives votes percent seats. You see, the party Z only got 43%, but it won 2 seats, and party Y has got 48%, but only one seat. The candidate, the party, and the vote, the most, like the 2000 is the most one. So Y, party Y, the candidate E, got one seat, and the next one is 1999 from Z party, candidate D, and 1996 C from Z party. So Z party got 2, Y party got 1, 3 seats vote. It's like in Jordan or Chile, from Libya, Hong Kong. And when we see single no, yeah, proportional party list. In proportional, there are open list, closed list, and two ways of counting the seats, like don't method in don't method. In this example, 230,000 voters decide the disposition of 8 seats among 4 parties. Since 8 seats are to be allocated, each party's total votes is divided by 1, then by 2, 3, and 4, and then if necessary by 5, 6, 7, and so on. The 8 highest entries marked with asterisks range from 100,000 down to 25,000 for each. Like this. For example, the 100,000 divided by 230,000 mal 8 or times 8 equals 3.48. So round 1 seat per round, party A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 divided the votes divided by 1 and the count which is the most. Yes. So this can be more easier to see. Party A, B, C, D divided by 1 is 1, 2. The first round, count which is the most. Here it is the most. And then is only, there are 8 seats, so divided into 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, why not 8? So Oh, this is mathematics. And the other is yeah, the total votes divided by the total seats. For example, here, and single transferable. By single transferable, the example, the first preference, second preference, and the Q equals the votes cast divided by seats to fill plus 1 and plus 1 equals this. We have 20 votes, only 3 seats, so 6. Let's count the first round. These candidates who got the 6, this one got the most. So this got 1 seat, and it has only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, and as the range 2 is divided. 2 is to strawberry here plus 2, and 4 is to hamburger with hamburger. So and then we count this one is the very little, so away, and we see this above 6, yes, and is no, then yes, then just avoid, and this where get the 6, this yes, and this there's no one, and 3 C's here. And majority bond systems. So mixed member. They especially take Germany as an example. The constituency seat results and the list seat results. Calculating members, overhand seats. It's like this, looks like this. And let's take the 2017 German federal election as an example. The there are 111 overhang, 709 seats. Results here. The constituency and the party list. Total seats is this method is like you have, for example, you have 100 total seats, and in which 60 seats are elected by constituencies, and other 40 seats is elected by the proportional representative. But when party A got you use 100 times the percentage of the party and then minus the constituency. When it is over 0, then we need to add, when it is minus 0, then it's just the constituencies. So it can be overhang seats. In parallel voting, the parallel voting is used in Taiwan, Republic of China, legislative yuan elections, and also in Japan. Japan, Republic of Korea, Republic of China, Taiwan. Let's take the Taiwan as an example. Legislative yuan. There's 73 seats by first past the post, and 34 seats by party list proportional representing using largest remainder method with held quota, and 6 seats by single non-transfer vote. Let's take 2020 election as an example. Yeah, And this is so that's all for today. Thank you very much. I hope you like it. See you.